Yeah, I got my people in the back, and we rolling up the Texas. She gon' pop it for a stack like Chris Brown, baby, give me that. The new Durango painted black, don't fuck the one, she ain't coming back. I feel like Giannis in the lane, cause my defenders falling back. He going hard up in the party, shirt off like Jeff Hardy. I might come break your heart, but baby, I cannot say sorry. She pretty like a Barbie, twisted like origami. Get wet like a tsunami, then ride it like a Harley. You know I'm by my business, baby, come and fuck with me. If I said that I'ma get it, nigga, that's a guarantee. Plus I keep on rolling lease, baby, you think I chopped the tree? Tell that boy to watch his mouth or we gon' smack him DVD. Baby, pop it from his fast, baby, shake it from his slow. Got a light-skinned bitch like Lotto, told her put it on the floor. And shorty coming home with me like Keisha Cole, boy, that it go. And you ain't been through what I've been through, Roddy Rich from down below. Yeah, I got my people in the back, and we rolling up the Texas. She gon' pop it for a stack like Chris Brown, baby, give me that. The new Durango painted black.
Yo, what up, though, people? Welcome to the Midwest Mike Mayhem podcast. Me and my boy, Mr. Buck, in the building. What's going on with you, my boy?
Hey, man. Feeling good. How you doing?
Man, same thing, different day. We about to get a quick reaction out the way. This Milwaukee Bucks versus Detroit Pistons game. I know we kind of late. Happened on December 3rd, but hey, it is what it is. We about to catch y'all up to date, get y'all up to date with the Milwaukee Bucks and what's going on in the Midwest. So let's get it straight rolling. We ain't gonna waste none of y'all time. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
The tip goes to Milwaukee. Tony Brothers.
Now the Bucks, I know we've been kind of fucking up. We can do a little bit better, but it is what it is, though, for right now.
Yeah, it's been tough, especially without 3-4.
Yeah, which unfortunately we'll see shortly. From what I understand, I think it happened early in the game.
Yeah, this first quarter, he goes out. See, we playing.
That's K with the beautiful step back. That was nice.
Nothing you can do about that.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. Could have been played a little bit better defensively. That's how Tobias got that easy bucket right there.
One thing about the Bucks, we either start off strong, hitting threes, or we start off like this, down 10-2. Good pass.
Yeah.
Here's where he goes down right here. Yep.
Yeah, I just
pull it back a little bit, because Doc was saying it happened on the contact, which I couldn't really tell when it came in. And you watch it and you kind of tell me what you see.
Yeah, I don't really see. I'm trying to figure out what you get. This is for a slow motion right here. So I'm trying to see where it really happened at, because I don't think he ran into anybody per se. I think he just did the shit on his own, because I've even watched replays. AJ Green with the nice cut is beautiful. There was no contact.
Yeah, because it seemed like even after that contact, he took a few steps like there wasn't anything. And then he took that maybe third or fourth step and went down. It reminds me of when he went down similar. Didn't he go down like that in 2024? It was, I think he inbounded it to Dame, and he just started running and just went down. Honestly, same position, same spot right there on the court.
Yeah, and it honestly, it also kind of scared me for a minute. It kind of reminded me of the Kevin Durant injury when Golden State, when he ran and took off and popped it the first time in Houston, and people were like, "Oh, it's just a calf injury," blah 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 blah. I pray to God the Bucks take real tender care to this situation, even if we do decide to trade him or whatever. Whoever decides to get this man, just because I'm a fan of him, I pray to God y'all take tender care of this calf situation. We've seen this shit too many times where players have came back too early from this and they end up tearing something, rupturing something, and they'll be out for a year, 2 years. We definitely don't want to see that happen to Big 3-4, because that can completely change his game, especially considering how explosive he is. He doesn't really have a consistent jumper like that. You can't really say Giannis has a consistent handle on the ball like that. But what we can say is when he gets to the rim and he gets downhill, that's the most effective part of his game. And with you losing that calf, that hamstring, that's not something you really want to, you know what I'm saying, lose, especially at this age. Like, it could really be done. Him having talks of possibly being at the top of that Mount Rushmore in the scoring list, that could all be over with in the next injury or two if this keeps up, if people don't hold this to, you know what I'm saying, the proper conditioning standards.
Yeah, I see that they said he was out 2 to 4 weeks or something like that. Maybe they put the 4 weeks, I think that's about 10, 12 games. So we'll see if the Bucks can stay above water during that time. But when you talk about these injuries, the calf strain has been highlighted, right? Especially since Kevin Durant. You see the league and people even more so since even last year. You got three guys go down. Dame, Tyrese, and Jason Tatum go down in 1 year. That's going to spark some concern and some change. I think with how fast paced the game is these days, so many more possessions. These guys are running, gunning up and down the court. It's a lot of miles and it's a lot of toll. So yeah, hopefully they, like you said, hey, at ease Giannis, because Giannis might try. I want to play. I want to get back out there. But
especially if the Bucks start making a push to where they're halfway decent without him, he's gonna want to come back and help them. Not saying that Giannis is one of those guys who want to come in and destroy team chemistry, because if you're doing fine without him, he can get this rest. Best believe, I think he's one of those players that's going to get his rest and then come back properly healthy and then be able to play. But if the ship is sinking too hard, or if y'all rising and y'all see y'all really need him, he's going to try to push it, like you said. And I don't think that would be in his best interest or any team that decides to pick him up if the Bucks don't keep him.
True. Now, with how the Bucks are playing, will they stay above water? We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we definitely are going to have to talk about that. As we are about to see, and have saw the first couple possessions, Cade Cunningham, he's not playing with these guys. He's not playing with the NBA. He's not playing with anybody he plays against. But yeah, once again, another sad moment. Big Rico goes down with the calf strain. Game was paused at the exact 9-minute mark on the dot. We were down 6, 10-4. We had the lead.
Medical staff following him.
Yeah, you can see hobbling.
Yeah, he is.
Miles Turner's defense is disappointing me.
Yeah.
Look at that. You see that? He's allowing easy buckets. He's leading blocks, active, but I think he's lost a step.
Yeah.
But I haven't really watched much of him in Indiana, so I have nothing to compare it to. But now
I'll give you perfect comparison is Ryan Rollins hits a nice little three. Cade C left wide open, like I said before. He's gonna eventually get his buckets, but get tipped in by Stewart. I think personally that eventually we're just gonna have to figure it out with Miles Turner, because even last year he was blocking shots out the world in the finals. Can't really get anything at the rim. So that's just one small example, but Turner's not a bitch at the rim.
It could be coaching. Certain guys thrive in certain systems, and coaches have to really learn how to maximize the best in their players. So I think possibly he hasn't really found his fit yet. Still early in the season, but we're starting to get later. So he needs to find his footing, because people are going to start talking about him.
Yeah, they definitely are. Whether it's good or bad, his name is going to be in some people's mouth. For sure. But this guy right here, AJ Green, I love him so much.
Let's talk about the best shooter in the league.
Hey, my opinion, I think he deserves to be in the three-point contest this year if he's not, especially the way he's been shooting it. Good shot, Kevin.
It'd be a pity if he's not in the three-point contest.
Yeah, it would be.
He's the best shooter in the league. I think he's number 1 in three-point percentage and like number 3 in 3 points made.
Yeah, outside of that man that's in Golden State, he's definitely the best three-point shooter in the league to me.
Yes.
And obviously, big 3-0, we can't leave him out the equation.
Yeah, them Curry fans see this, they're going to be on me. Obviously, Curry's up there like that. That need not be said.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't. He's the greatest 3-point shooter of all time. And Jalen Duren hits that awkward ass hook shot. That was not expected to go in from my perspective.
Jalen Duren, he's formidable. I've seen him these past few games playing the Bucks, and he's a great asset to Detroit.
He definitely is.
And you got Duncan Robinson also.
Now, like I told you before, you and me had a personal conversation. Gary Trent on the court right now, we really haven't seen him do anything from these, just the highlights. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If he doesn't get hot soon, I think he might be out of here. I don't care how much he's getting paid. He might get packaged up. And 1 from 3. Jericho Sims, you can be committing those type of fouls.
Right. Yeah, as far as Gary Trent, he got a lot of hype on him based on his performance in the Indiana series, which was tremendous, right?
Yeah, it definitely was.
So I think that's why he got his contract. So he's really gonna have to prove it.
Yeah, true. Duren again with that hook. Seems right now that might be his bread and butter outside of the lob because he's a very athletic player. That was a risky ass lob, Kevin.
Kevin Porter Jr., you can see how much we missed him in those first, however, 9, whatever games he was out.
Mm-hmm.
He is doing his thing.
Yes.
He can create for other guys. You see how he pretty much he's saving Jericho Sims' career right now.
Yeah.
Kevin Porter Jr. is saving Jericho Sims' career. And what I mean by that is the way he moves and opens up the floor is
oh my.
Was that Jordan? Was that Jordan? did he hit him with it like that? Like I gotta see that.
I think he might have clapped his hands together. Oh,
that's nasty.
Oh, he didn't clap his hands together, but he got him to turn and look over. That was nice.
Yeah.
Right as you said his name too, Kevin coming back down court with it again with the left hand finish. Beautiful.
Yeah, you could just see how much we needed that and missed that. Look. You see,
he just created plays.
The way he could pass, create the plays, find the open angles. He can really create for other guys.
Facts. And Turner hits a 3, which we much needed in this game. And I ain't gonna lie, Turner, he's been off on 3-point shooting wise for us this year. And I'm glad to see him finally start to hit his groove from that perspective.
Yeah. I think with him, his focus needs to be rebounding. I think he had 1 rebound last night.
Mm-hmm.
And that's from your starting center. You can never have 1 rebound games.
No.
It's just not going to work.
No, not in any way, shape, or form is that shit going to cut it. What a block by Beef Stew. Cade, that's easy.
That's too easy.
AJ, I'm not going to, and if I'm going to be real, everybody that truly has watched the game of basketball for long periods of time, such as yourself, you would understand what I mean by this. KPJ, the way he's been playing, 1, 2, it mirrors Cade just a little bit because Cade, he'll get to the rim and he'll immediately attack, kind of like KPJ does. People don't like fouling KPJ because he can make free throws if necessary. But specifically, Cade Cunningham, I know AJ wants to get so mad at this call, but you can't. This is an all-star type of foul. They're going to call that right into your body, up through the chest, foul and 1. I'd be mad too if I was AJ, but hey.
Standing there with your hands up, can't do anything.
Yeah, that's an all-star type of call. They're going to call it up for like a KD, Bron, uprising guy like Cade. Woo! Ooh-wee.
That was all over Beef Stew, wasn't it?
Yeah, Beef Stew got the end of that one. Ooh-wee.
That was what you call a body.
Yeah, that was chest to chest. He tried to get him. Ooh.
Yeah, Beef Stew wanted that.
To get him.
Beef Stew wanted that. You know, Beef Stew wanted that.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Look at KPJ hitting the 3.
Yeah. Just very valuable, you know, especially on the contract we got him. He's not super expensive, and he's dropping 30, 25, you know.
Yeah.
Very, very valuable. If there's any reason to stay in Milwaukee, he's one of the reasons for Giannis. That's what I mean for Giannis.
Yes.
You know,
sure. But hey, I know we've been talking a lot about the Bucks. We gotta kind of give these Detroit Pistons some, you know what I'm saying, some credit. These boys is number 1 in the East right now. They are stepping on people's neck. They're trying to really show that they not nothing to play with.
Yeah, they're formidable. And what's most impressive about them is their defense. They're, you know, long, you know, Cade. I don't know how tall Cade is, but he looks tall out there. You got Asar Thompson, Athletical, right? Pest on the ball. Other guys in there, Beef Stew, Duran. These guys can defend, and we know defense opens up your offense. So it looks like their offense is opened up. Cade is opened up. He's averaging what, 28? I don't know what he's averaging, but I know it's close to maybe a triple-double or something. You know, Cade is one of them guys.
Yeah, Cade putting up them numbers this year for sure. I'll tell you exactly after the game. I'm not sure either exactly. But Cade, he's definitely showing he's definitely the point guard of the future for Detroit if he decides to stay.
That's what we need more of, Bobby. You got to hit that open. And Bobby stepped up these past couple games.
Yeah. Bobby is definitely showing that. I know he's probably one of the unsung heroes of the NBA Finals when we won our championship, but he's definitely proven that we needed him bad.
Yeah, especially, you know, this time without Giannis, that offense, you know, you're missing 30 points a game. Who's going to step up and fill that void?
Yeah, it's the next man up at this point. Look at Bobby again. Definitely needed that 3. We are down 88-83 right now with 11 minutes going into the end of the 4th. So we'll see what happens.
Without our star player. Good punch, cool.
Was that Kyle Kuzma?
That was Kyle.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not big or high on Kyle Kuzma. Everybody who knows me personally will tell you that immediately. But Kyle Kuzma kind of got up there right now. Yeah, I said Kuzma. I'm not really a fan. Kyle Kuzma. All right.
Good done.
I see you, Kuz.
The thing about Kyle is that, you know, his transition is his best and his worst quality about him. You know,
agreed.
He can, if it goes well, he'll get a dunk like that or get a spin layup. But if it doesn't, he's wrapping it behind his back, then getting it picked from him.
Yeah, or throw some wild ass pass after he jumps.
KPJ just
what a steal.
On
Kyle
fire.
Kuzma. Okay, Bobby, I see you. Good shit, Ryan Rollins. We definitely needed those buckets. We got to keep this game close. So I haven't seen this game. So
see, now this is what I don't like. Pause it. Pull it back a little bit. Look at this defense, bro.
Yeah, why are we playing a zone? Specifically a 2-3.
Why are we in zone at all? You know, we can't match up. It's pathetic when you really think about it. Who else plays zone? I don't really watch the league, but how often is zone? This is not often, and this is a primary defense for us. So the zone can be picked apart. I remember when I played, and I played on a high school level. I used to love when guys got in zone. I said, okay, I'm going to shoot you out of this zone. Like, you're going to regret getting into this zone because I know I'm going to get an open shot. And if I get an open shot, my percentage goes way up. Now, we talking about guys in the league. These guys been shooting the basketball since 4. They done probably shot a basketball 1,000,000 times. So for them to get an open jumper, come on now. And it's too many open pockets in the middle, you know, short corner, baseline, like in the corner. Why are we in this zone? Even Beef Stew, I seen a clip of somebody interviewed him after the second time we played Detroit, which was yesterday. He said, "This is a grown man's game. I don't know why they're in a zone. You know, they don't want to match up with us." He said it. So
yeah,
hopefully that hits the media or something, and Doc sees it, and the Bucks organization sees it, and we got to get up out that zone.
Yeah, we do. I 100% agree with you on that. And you and me both, we played together. You see what I'm saying? And I mean, I know we only played together for 2.5, maybe 3 years, and that was really on the grade school level. But we were always taught, if a team really zones against us, and you and me both, really, I was a shorter guy at the time, but now I'm above 6 feet, so I ended up having to play in the post. But with the team we were on, this being cave would be you. I would be here. You see what I'm saying? We were always taught to kill the zone by shooting corner threes from here, or get your big to get in the post right here at free throw line, which creates backdoor cut action. If this guy at the big, if he's formidable enough to hit the shot, if Bobby can't or won't step up, Stu's gonna shoot that. It's a bucket. You guys don't come over off this 3-point, you know what I'm saying, pass over here fast enough, Ryan Rollins, that's a bucket. If y'all do come over fast enough or late enough, Kuz, you'll jump over here. This guy will pass it. This corner, that's an open 3. It's too many ways to beat the zone. You see what I'm saying?
And they're doing it like a glorified zone. I see they're trying like a hybrid zone into man, but it's not working. The communication gets off, and they leave a guy on an island. You can't leave too many guys left on islands, man. You're gonna get burned, especially on the 3-point shot. We know how quick you can become down by 20 in this league.
Yes. And not even just that. We only run zone, if you notice, when big 3-4 ain't on the court. So when big 3-4 is on the court, we're not running zone, because normally, I mean, if push comes to shove, I know Giannis is the tallest player, but he's also our best defender. If we have to, he'd be guarding Cade in this situation. If we have to. Like, if Cade is absolutely scorching, Giannis is on Cade. That automatically kills any type of zone defense, because right now we're only zoned up because can't nobody guard this man Cade Cunningham one-on-one.
Hey, you got a point.
I mean, I understand why we zone, but should we zone? No. You know what I'm saying? The logic behind it makes sense as to why we're doing it. We don't have enough formidable defenders on the court to really guard these guys. I mean, Asar Thompson himself, I mean, he's known for defense, just like his brother Amin, but he's a formidable bucket getter as well. If he's not shooting the 3-ball, he can get to the rack to you, and he's definitely going to punch it in your face. So you got to kind of pick your poison with this team. Ivy is the dunker. He can shoot. Dern, he can hit the hook shot, but he can also dunk. You got Cade. He's out here getting money. You got Tobias Harris, who still somehow, some way, I don't really like him. He's a formidable scorer in the NBA to help any other team. Just couldn't do it here.
You're right. Well, it just comes down to personnel. You know, at that point, if you don't have any guys who can stay in front, that's the GM problem. You know what I mean? Because teams are gonna pick apart the zone. Like, it's just too. I don't want to say too easy, but if you're
it is too easy.
Well, there you go. That's all I got to say.
Let's be real. If we're playing any other team in the league, and let's be real, I know Detroit's number 1, but they aren't the best jump shooting team in the NBA. I mean, if we want to be real, if you put a lineup out there for Oklahoma City where you snatch Hardenstein out and you put Holmgren at the 5, at that point, everybody on the floor can shoot threes.
Right.
So I'm just looking at it from just like you said, personnel. Even with the Bucks, Jericho Sims not a 3-point shooter, so we don't. Whoever the Bucks are playing don't ever have to worry about him stepping out there. I mean, that was the advantage of having a Brook Lopez, but his ass can't play defense because he's too fucking slow. So I'm 50-50 with the zone because I understand why they do it, but should they do it? Me per se, no, because granted, I don't want to spoil the game, but at this moment I kind of have to because we already at the fourth quarter. I think the Bucks do win this game, but you see, we've been down a majority of this game and we're losing right now.
Yeah. Hard fought wins, and it's like, when do you get an easy one to show that you're actually a good team?
Exactly, and those hard fought wins are only equaling us to be what, bottom 9-10 seed in the East.
Yep.
And without Big 3-4 for the next 4 weeks, it's gonna get worse.
Yeah,
but we're gonna lose some games that we definitely either had the potential to win, or we already knew we were gonna lose, depending on who we playing.
Yeah, I agree. Carry on.
Yeah, let's keep it rolling.
They're going toe-to-toe with the best team in the East.
But you see, it gets this open middle, easy put shot by Duren.
Yeah, what we said before, if you can get to the middle, so look at our shooter, AJ.
Now, I was watching this game. I think he hits another one. And this is the loudest I've heard Pfizer in a while.
I know y'all watching can't probably hear, but yeah, my earphones just vibrated in my ear a little bit. I heard that. That's because Pfizer, we haven't had any quality wins like this since we had Drew Holiday.
Right. Twisted thing.
Good layup by KPJ. Good finish, being strong. That's what we missed, as you were saying. Look at Jaden Ivey. The floater. See, that's the thing with the Bucks too, though, bro. We don't really have any rim protectors. As Kuzma gets the flushes on a fast break, but we don't have any really, rim protectors. So if guys can really get to the rim against the Bucks, we're kind of screwed. Yeah, Detroit hits another three. Kuzma, that was wild, but I understand you had to get the shot off. Kuz got a piece, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Remember I said all-star fouls and the all-star calls that Cade is gonna get? I'm being real. Just us watching the game and watching the games together throughout the years. All-star fouls, quote unquote, that would be one. Even if Kuz did get the block.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We watching Kobe in like, I don't know, 2010, 2011. That's a foul. And I'm not saying Kate is nowhere near Kobe. So don't nobody take that shit and try to clip it and try to push it. I'm not saying Kate is nowhere near being. I'm just saying the type of fouls that an all-star caliber player would get, that would be one of them.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, makes sense.
He got that block, but then he also got the finish there, which also could have been called another foul. But Cade Cunningham on the roll.
Clutch.
Look at Tobias. He didn't do this shit in Milwaukee. That's why I don't like him. Get to any other team want to ball out. The Clippers, Orlando, Philly a little bit. Now Detroit. Look at AJ. Let's go, AJ.
Straight up catch and shoot.
Marksman.
Yeah, just a marksman.
Oh my. That was a wild shot, but he thought he was going to get fouled. Good buck, Jericho.
Yeah, Ryan, he be complaining for a lot of calls. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but he's just a young guy. You're not gonna get those calls right now.
Yeah, you're not. But I will also say he does have to stop doing that, because you're also, giving the other team a chance to, get down court and possibly get another bucket. Because if you sitting down here complaining and they got the rebound and the ref don't call foul and they're gone, you still standing there, hey, ref, you're not looking at the game.
Yeah. You're not getting back on D.
Not at all, but the Bucks do pull off a lucky win, in my opinion. It was a lucky but hard-fought win to Detroit, 103-113. Let me switch over here to the stats real quick. Okay, now we are here. So Detroit, Cade Cunningham. Let me see where he was at because I got to see this man's stats. Even though he looked like he was going fed on the tape, he only had 17 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 block. He was +7 in the plus minus. He did shoot it terribly, 5 for 15. Tobias Harris was really looking at it. He was their team's leading scorer. Tobias Harris had 20, 5 points, 0 assists, -5 actually, plus minus, but nobody really cares about the plus minus. That's really for a bunch of analytical shit that a lot of people really should not care about. Jaden Ivey off the bench, 15 points, he put up a great contribution, but biggest news of the game, Big 3-4 goes down first quarter on the exact 9-minute mark. He played 3 minutes in the game. He had 2 points, 2 for 2 from the free throw strike. So that's how he got his 2 points. So, I guess you could say he's hitting his free throws before this game got started. Had 1 assist, 1 rebound. But helped us pull it off the actual W. Kevin Porter Jr. had 26. I think you actually called that number specifically out somewhere at some point. He had 7 assists, 7 turnovers, though. That is absolutely horrendous. 2 steals. He was +8 on the plus minus. AJ Green, 19 points. 5 for 11 from the 3-point line. He had 5 of them that night. Then you also had Ryan Rollins. He had 22 points.
Hold on 1 second, bro. I got
it, buddy.
This boy done locked the apartment out. So I don't know how he even got to this point to unlock himself. But my bad.
No, do your thing. Look, I'm just gonna talk through it because I know you're still doing your thing. So, hey, look. So we had the Milwaukee Bucks as we were doing our thing. Like I said before, Bobby Portis, he ended up coming into the game contributing with 13 points. He also had 9 rebounds, 5 assists, +18 on the plus minus. Now, like I also said before, the biggest notable thing that happened in this game was Giannis, big 3-4 going down in the first quarter. It's going to be a tough road ahead of us with just, 2 to 4 weeks of where we're not really going to know where we're headed with the Bucks. I do believe, in all honesty, that we are going to struggle a great deal without big 3-4. Kevin Porter Jr., he's going to do his thing. He's going to ball out. He's going to contribute as much as he possibly can. Gary Trent, he needs to pick up this game. I do not know what he did in the next game, but we will find out here shortly. Do got another video for you guys, coming here soon. But Gary Trent, we do got to see what the hell he did. AJ Green, balling the hell out as usual. That's my 3-point shooter. The Bucks definitely need to sign him to whatever the hell they need to in order to keep him because he's a very necessary piece here, as well as Bobby Portis coming off the bench, like I said before. Do not remember the exact number of points. It's still my mind that fast. Bobby Portis with a quick 13, but that 13 was very necessary. And like I told my brother here, Buck, Bobby Portis was a very necessary piece in the NBA championship realm in terms of how we got our title that way. And it's a hard-fought win for the Bucks. Very, very hard-fought win. Unexpected win, but we ended up getting the job done. As Buck is back, any more comments on this game, my guy?
I think it was a good win, but like you said, mostly lucky. We didn't play that well. I think more so Detroit. I will say Ryan Rollins, because I was watching this game. Ryan Rollins had great defense on Cade. That's why Cade shot the way he shot. He just had an off night. Ryan was picking him up 94 feet. And I think, with Kevin Porter Jr. coming back, it allowed Ryan to step up on that defense again, because when Kevin was out, Ryan was the only guy. So you can only spell so much energy on offense and then play great defense. You're 23. At 23, you should be able to, keep up. But obviously, this is a professional game, and you're gonna get tired. So with Kevin Porter Jr. coming back, I've seen that his defense did elevate. So we'll see how that goes. But this stretch without Giannis is gonna be tough. Unless we see guys make like radical changes and start putting maximum effort on the boards, getting in those positions. If we see Doc turn into a different coach somehow, then we would get, these next 10 to 12 games will be better. But Doc, it just showing me that have not been a good coach. And I guess the way this team is put together, it's set up for Giannis, so when he's not in there, it shows. You got Giannis, a bunch of shooters, that what you believed was the formula. But when Giannis is out, what do you do then? Miles Turner, 20 minutes. I don't know. Is that enough minutes from $100 million guy?
I mean, let me see what he did in those 20 minutes again, shall we? I'm saying
9 points, 3 boards.
2 blocks. That ain't enough.
Yeah. So why isn't he getting into 30-minute mark? That's a coaching thing. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. He can't go sign himself in. So I don't know. We'll see how this next month of December turns out to be. Giannis comeback started 2026. Hopefully something good happens out of that.
Yeah, hopefully something does good come out of that. And you know what I'm saying? Well, since we're here, Big 3-4, they're talking about possibly him wanting to leave, him wanting to get the hell up out of here. I know you and me, we might have this conversation a couple more times, and I know people watching, y'all may hear me say this, and we may hear this conversation a few other times. But Giannis, what do we do if he actually decides to, unfortunately depart from us? What do you think the Bucks need to do?
I think the Bucks need to get as much value out of him. You want multiple first-round picks. You want a all-star caliber guy, and I think you win the trade that way. You get multiple first-round picks. You get a co player and maybe a couple other role players, and you keep it moving. One thing I don't want to see is the Bucks not get lowballed and not get the value out of him when we see Mikal Bridges go for 40 picks, or I'm just kidding, like 4 picks or whatever Mikal Bridges went for. Yeah. Towns, whatever he went for. We know what Rudy Gobert went for a few years ago, right? So
yeah, that was like 4 or 5 first.
Yeah, so I think if it comes down to that, where Giannis says, you know what, hey, I want out. You obviously want to hear where he wants to go, but you want to extract the value out of it for the good of the organization.
Yeah, of course.
But does he want out? I don't know. It's a question. Like, there's conflicting reports. You see the media reports one thing, then you got the Bucks players saying one thing, the Bucks coaches saying another thing. So somebody's lying here, right? We don't know who's lying, but there's lies being spewed. And unfortunately, when we talk about media and how things are set up in this modern world, certain stories sell, right? Certain narratives sell. We're in an attention economy, clicks, right? Monetization. So, of course, we're going to hear a lot of rumors around this, and how profitable is it outside of the Bucks, Giannis being in Milwaukee? Wouldn't it be better for the league and everybody else if he's in New York, right?
Yeah.
So that's
it would hurt Milwaukee for sure, but like you said, profitable for the NBA, he'd be better off somewhere else.
There you go. So those are my thoughts.
Yeah, I understand, and I you know what, I'm gonna give my take because a little bit later, because I know a lot of people are gonna want to give their take on this shit. So I'm gonna try to somehow, some way, when I get the next show popping, whether it's everybody up here, you know what I'm saying, on the panel at one time, I'll give my opinion then. But what I will say now is that the Milwaukee Bucks need to be careful. They need to be smart, and they need to make sure they don't fleece themselves. And what I mean by fleece themselves is, do you remember what Oklahoma City did for James Harden? Oklahoma City traded multiple players. You didn't get, Houston traded multiple players, not really picks. I hope the Bucks don't fleece themselves that way. I know Harden was a way younger player, and I know we seeing Giannis is a way different guy, MVP, NBA champion, all that. I understand that. But please don't fleece yourself from multiple role players thinking that you already have your guy in somebody. Those role players will have you out here looking like the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
Please trade Giannis for at least another superstar. Don't fuck us over for years to come like that.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And the internet is so funny. You know, you see these guys on Twitter. The Spurs want to engage in contract negotiation with to trade for Giannis, but Dylan Harper and the other guy are untouchable. Like, what? What are we talking about here? Like,
how do y'all know this information? If they're gonna pair Giannis, Wemby, and De'Aaron Fox together, damn what other pieces that are on that team, they're gone. Okay?
Exactly. And it's like, okay, so you're telling me the Spurs want Giannis but don't want to give up anything. Make this make sense. It's like people get so idiotic when it comes to Giannis for some reason. Like, Milwaukee's just gonna take, half a bag of potato chips and a free bus pass for Giannis. And
no,
it's funny. Like, when I see these things, I'm like, the Lakers, they're gonna trade Rui and all this shit. Nobody good, right? But they're gonna somehow get Giannis. Like, you guys are delusional, man.
not a soul.
Because
they think we're just that dumb and that desperate to get off of him because the league knows he's ready to leave. That's why.
Or they think they know.
But at the end of the day, they don't realize that owners nowadays will just offer you a bag and dip into that damn luxury tax as far as we can go and just pay them the max.
Yeah. I think for right now, we'll see him in Milwaukee. I don't see him getting traded this year, to be quite honest with you. Based on some of the reports he said, saying, he sees a wall, he wants to run through it and stick with his team. So when you're hearing reports like that, and what we've seen Giannis his whole career, everything he said, the loyalty, right? The pushing through, the perseverance, right? Every season isn't a failure, right? All these different things we've heard him say lead up to maybe he'll stay, maybe he won't, maybe he'll finish out this year and then say, okay, I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in the mid-season, do I see him getting traded mid-season?
Hell no.
Nah.
I don't think it's enough. Well, you know what? I can't say that. Luka was gone mid-season. So, I don't know.
Yeah, the Luka trade was bigger. We don't know what happened, bro, because we know that wasn't a value. This wasn't an equal value thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so something went on with Luka's trade where that was like very weird.
That was personal to them there.
Yeah, because it wasn't like AD didn't ask out, Luka didn't ask out. If this trade with Giannis is gonna happen, Giannis has to ask out. you know. So that's the only difference I see. But in terms of who's getting traded, I mean, you have a superstar, 2-time MVP champion in his prime. Where do you value that? That's a whole team. That's a whole, you know what I mean? So it's hard to trade him. It's going to be difficult to come to a deal that both sides feel happy with. You know, well, the Bucks feel happy with, because whoever gets Giannis, that side's going to be happy regardless, you know. But
true.
You know, how the Bucks going to be happy with what they get, it's going to be tough, because the team's going to have to give up their team, and then Giannis, you're going to go somewhere, and it's basically might be the same situation you got going on in Milwaukee.
Yeah, or it could be worse. Yeah, like you said, I 100% agree. But, hey, man, we just going to have to see what ends up happening with this situation. But we will definitely be keeping a close eye on it here on the Midwest Mike Mayhem podcast. But for right now, me and Mr. Buck are about to get the fuck out of here. But, hey, Mr. Buck, let them know where they can find you at, though, my boy.
I'm on Instagram at Mr. Buck with 2 C's, and that's it.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to check my boy out. Hey, he be on that. My boy just know a lot of shit. Let's just put it like that. We gonna put him on here. We just gonna let him dang near have a little seminar where he just teach us all some stuff about money management. Let's leave it like that. My boy knows some stuff. But for me right now, you can catch me. My music channel is 414 CJ. You can catch that. It's the page with the black rose. You'll catch me on there. I posted some new music, some little shorts up there, so you can catch that all the time. Or you always catch me up here, this page, Midwest Mike Mayhem. You're gonna catch me anytime soon. You gonna always know. But this podcast where I always got me in the front, but you know my people stay in the back. But for right now, we about to get the heck up out of here. So y'all, peace.
Yeah, I got my people in the back, and we rolling up the